What is up, guys? Nick here from eBusiness Boss. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about Amazon's Pan-European FBA program. I was speaking to some people on Reddit the other day and I realised that actually I've experienced quite a lot within the program, and there's probably quite a lot that I've learned from it that might well help you guys out if you're thinking about joining the program, or you just want to know more about it. So I've made this video to go over a few of the sort of major pain points, the things we struggled with when we joined the program, just so that you can be fully prepared before making the decision to join it or not. So eBusiness Boss, if you don't know, we're a channel that's here to help you learn more about Amazon FBA, affiliate marketing, amongst a whole range of other stuff, but they're our main sort of points of focus. If you like this video, please show your support and hit the like button, and if you like these sorts of videos and you're interested in Amazon FBA and the subjects I've spoken about, please subscribe to the eBusiness Boss channel. So, Pan-European FBA, is it worth joining? What do you need to know before you hit the button? If you're thinking about hitting the button, don't do it yet. Watch this video first and let me tell you about some of the things I've learned from going through the process. So let's start off with one of the first things that you need to know. So before you press the button, you need to have a think about the tax implications and the cost. So to join the Pan-EU program, first and foremost, you're going to need a VAT number for each country. So the UK, France, Germany, Italy and Spain, at a minimum, you're going to need a VAT number for those countries. You do also have the option to have one for the Czech Republic and Poland. So that was how it was when I joined the program about a year ago. So with that, there's quite a bit of paperwork and cost and setting up. So before you jump into it, do a little bit of research online and make sure you fully understand how much it's actually going to cost you to get a VAT number and a tax advisor or a company that can deal with your tax returns in those specific countries before you make the decision. Because I will tell you now, if you're not prepared, you might be shocked with the cost. So that's the number one. Make sure you fully research how much all of this is going to cost. The European marketplace with Amazon can be great, but there is quite a bit of legwork and setting up to do when you're first diving into the program. So before you press the button, stop and do some research to make sure you fully understand the cost implications of setting up and getting a VAT number, VAT number in each of those countries. Next up, you've got to think about the time. So the whole process is actually going to take probably a little bit longer than you'd expect. First of all, you need to collate all the documents that each country wants from you. You're going to have to put them together in a pack. If you've got a tax advisor or you've got a company that's actually helping you get the VAT number in each country, then they're going to help you put together the pack of documents and certificates that you're going to need. What some people don't realise is, number one, it actually takes quite a long time to get all the paperwork together in the first place. There's lots of forms to fill out, things to sign, official documents, and all sorts of things that you're going to need. So make sure you fully understand what each of those things are first. Then, after you've got all the documentation, it's actually going to take you several months until you're given a VAT number in each of those countries. So every country will be different. Some might come back and issue the VAT number quite quickly, but others might actually take quite a bit of time. You're not actually allowed or supposed to press the Pan-EU button and join the program until you've got a VAT number in each of the countries. Now, some people get confused between the Pan-EU network and the EFN network. EFN stands for the European Fulfillment Network. Now, if you've joined this network, you can have your listings in the other European marketplaces as well as the UK, but everything will be stored in one destination. So for us, obviously our native country was the UK, so all the stock was still held in the UK. If a French customer or a German customer was to make an order, the item would be stored in the UK and sent out on the EFN network. So basically, on the EFN network, the fees are much higher. So you need to be fully aware of these fees and all of your associated costs on the EFN network, because it isn't the Pan-EU network. On the Pan-EU network, you'll actually make quite a bit of savings when it comes to the individual fulfillment costs, and that is simply because once you have your VAT numbers for each country and you've pressed the sort of Pan-EU program button, you're in that network. So Amazon can move your products and store them in the sort of destination country of choice. So they might send 1,000 units to Germany, they might send 500 units to France, but they're free to move around and store stock in those countries because you have a VAT number in those countries. And the VAT that you're supposed to pay is based on where the stock is actually stored. So if you're storing stock and Amazon are distributing stock from France on your behalf, well, you're going to have to be collecting VAT for the French government. And yeah, it's as simple as that. So before you dive in, make sure you research and look at the differences between the EFN network and the Pan-EU network, because they're completely different. And before you join the Pan-EU network, you're going to need all of your VAT numbers. I'm sure you're all aware of Amazon's Prime shipping services, where customers can get free 2-day delivery. So most of the time, in order to qualify for that, your stock is going to need to be held in the country where it's sold. In order to hold the stock in Germany, you're going to need to be on the Pan-EU program. That way, if a customer goes on amazon.de, orders your product, the product is there and ready to ship out and qualifies for the Prime shipping. So it's unlikely that your product will have a Prime badge unless you're in the Pan-EU program. And my last point before diving, sorry, I don't know why I keep doing that. Before jumping straight in to Pan-EU, you need to think about the whole cost. And when I talk about cost, I'm talking about the cost of the whole project. So here are some things to think about. Number one, you're going to need to pay to translate all of your listings, unless you are fluent in multiple languages or you know someone that's happy to do that for you. So all your listings are going to need to be translated. Number two, you're going to need to set up customer service reps or have somebody ready to speak to the customer in their native language. So that means for Germany, France, Italy and Spain, you're going to need a rep that speaks the language, that's on hand, ready to respond to any customer messages. And remember, if you miss the 24-hour slot, it might well go against you and your Amazon account. So Amazon like you to respond to customers within 24 hours. And you're going to need to think about the cost of launching your products in each marketplace. So it's all well and good loading your products onto Amazon's German site, Italian site, Spanish site and French site, but you're going to have to launch those products. They're going to have to rank for the keywords that you want them to rank for in each marketplace. And if you're an Amazon seller, you're going to know that is going to cost you money. So run a complete cost analysis on the project. Make sure you fully understand how much it's going to set you back before diving in. I'm not going to do the weird dive again. Just not going to do it. And the last point on cost is the cost of acquiring your VAT numbers for each marketplace. You're going to need advice, you're going to need a specialist to help you actually secure those VAT numbers, and it's going to cost you money. Beware of all of that. Pan-EU is great, but please listen to my advice, because you might well end up costing yourself quite a bit of money. So yeah, take the time to figure it all out, plan ahead, be patient, don't rush in, you'll cost yourself a load of money. I hope you found this video useful and maybe you can learn from some of the pain points that we went through when joining the Pan-EU program. There's going to be loads more useful videos like this. I'm looking for more video ideas, so if you've got a subject, if you want a topic that you want me to try and help with, send me a message or comment on this video and send a request, and I'll try and get round to it ASAP. Once again, guys, thanks for watching. We appreciate every single one of you. If you found this video useful, please hit the like button. And yeah, if you love this sort of content, subscribe to the channel. You're not going to miss out when more of these useful videos come up. More from us again soon. Thanks for watching.